Welcome back. Thank you for practicing with me today. This sequence is about pelvic floor strength, and if you do it regularly with the other sequences, then it will cure fibromas or prevent fibromas, cyst, endometriosis, PCOS, and other diseases. First, we have to know the 5 basic principles of right posture. First, ground with your feet, especially with the heel and the ball of your feet. Second, activate the back part of your body. Third, bring everything up in the frontal part of your body, pubic bone, navel, sternum, and ground with the back side of your body. Fourth, level your hip. Fifth, insert your spine inside the body. You can interlace your hands behind you, shoulder blades together, and with the next inhale, bring up your hands, cross your wrist and cross your legs, and just a big stretch in the front of your body. And after, change the crossing with the hands and with the palms and with the feet, and just push forward your psoas muscle, navel and sternum looking upwards, and bring a good stretch inside your body. And slowly come back to the middle, and after stretching the spine, we will start with bending to the side. Inhale, middle, exhale, bend to the side. See, as you bending, you lengthening your spine, vertebra by vertebra, and see that your hip remain level all the time. Sacrum inside the body. The feet are grounded, and with an exhale, slowly bring down the hands. And next we will start to tight rotation, first in one direction and after in the other direction. See that you don't lose balance meantime you're doing it, and see that your hip remain level all the time. And when you are ready, bring the knees up, stretch the legs and bring back. It's very important that the synovial fluid starts to move, and now reverse the movement. Synovial fluid start to move in your hip joint, and it only start to move if each morning before starting to use it, you a little bit you make movements like this. Now change leg and do it the circles, 4-6 circles, from in to out and from out to in. And when you are ready, bring the knees up, forward and back. It's very important that we should have hip mobility, and usually if we are too nervous or we experience a lot of stress, then usually we start to losing motion in the hip joint and in the hip area. And when you are ready, then next we will open the psoas muscle, so bring the knee close to the chest, as close as you can, interlace some fingers at the knee, and try to bend the supported leg a little bit and push the psoas muscle forward. You can activate the feet as well. And after, bring the right leg back in high lunge position. The weight is evenly distributed on both legs, and a few times tilt your pelvis forward, further stretching the psoas muscle. See that your spine remains straight all the time. And now a little bit back bend. Place one hand to the back thigh or to the sacrum, and with an exhale, slowly flow forward and a mild twist. Inhale, come up, a mild back bend, don't lose your weight. Don't lose your balance, and exhale, slowly come back and a mild twist. Now inhale, slowly come up and come to Virabhadrasana 2 position. Here again a movement from Parshvakonasana. We go into Virabhadrasana 4 position a few times, maybe 2 times. Inhale, stretch, exhale. And now next we're going to full Parshvakonasana, but don't support your hand, just push against your calf and feel the power in your legs, in your pelvic floor and in the core muscles. Now inhale, slowly come up. And now stretch both legs, come to the middle to Prasarita Padottanasana, and from here with an exhale bend forward from your hip. See that the weight, your hip remain above your heels and the weight is on the heels. A little bit you can stretch forward, stretch your spine, heel power remains and bring space inside your body. And with an inhale, slowly walk back. And a few times for exhale, we twist, come back to the middle and twist to the other side. We give a little bit twist to the abdominal organs and to the nerves along the spine as well. It should feel good. And after, let's come to the middle and change, and we will do it on the other side as well. Bring your left leg up close to the chest and just feel on the right leg you can bend a little bit, push the psoas muscle forward and just lengthen. See that there is no weight in your spine. If there is any strain in your spine, then make stronger legs. And after, come to high lunge, and in high lunge position 4-6 times tilting. We want to bring more mobility inside the spine. Inside the hip joint. And after, with an exhale, slowly come back for a mild back bend, and inhale, come back to the middle and exhale, a mild twist. Inhale, mild back bend, and exhale, twist. And now with an inhale, slowly come back to the middle. And from here, we're going to easy Parshvakonasana and Virabhadrasana 4. A few times dynamically. And after staying Parshvakonasana, don't support yourself with the mat. Only push your forearm against your calf and see the power in your pelvic floor, in your leg, and in the core muscles. And after, with an exhale, slowly come to the front. Bring your right legs back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. And in Adho Mukha Svanasana, a few times alternatively, we bending the knees. See that your sitting bones is looking towards the sky. And after, we coming to our first Vinyasa, 8-point Cobra. And after, push yourself up to Downward Facing Dog again. We do it again, plank pose. And from here, come to Cobra position, stay in Cobra position. And a few times dynamically, we will come up to Cobra position, insert spine and lengthen the spine, and exhale, go back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, and now stay up, and a little bit of waving movements with the spine, with the shoulders and the back side of your body. See that you're grounding with your hip and with the thighs. And after, come up to Adho Mukha Svanasana. From Adho Mukha Svanasana, bring the right leg forward. And from here, we will go to Virabhadrasana 1. See that the weight is equally distributed in both legs. Your front thigh is parallel to the ground. There is power in your inner thighs. And if you want, you can bring your hands to back namaskar or just grab your elbows and see as the spine further inserting into your body. And now we will do a little bit of pelvic floor exercise. As you see on the video, bend the back leg, Come down and after back to Virabhadrasana 1. And exhale down and back. Feel the flowing motion in the leg. It's very important that you are grounding with both legs and keeping the leg joints very strong. You decide if you want to go to the full position on the back leg or you just want to stay in the middle. What's more important that you should be very self-confident on both legs. And after, just stay down on the other leg, bend the leg, and a few times swing from one side to the other, alternatively bending and stretching one leg and the other leg. Try to keep your spine as straight as possible. Meantime, try to tuck under your hip. You can do this movement with the help of the hand or without. And after, you can come again to Adho Mukha Svanasana and do the next vinyasa. And when you are ready, we will repeat the sequence to the other side as well. So bring now your left leg forward and come up to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feel that both legs strong, psoas muscle open, spine is straight. And with an exhale, you can bring your hands back to back namaskar and just further insert your spine inside your body. Feel the good stretch and feel the grounding on the legs. And after with an inhale, bring the arm back and exhale, come to the back leg. Inhale up and exhale back leg. This is a very good asana sequence which gives mobility to the hip joints and gives strength to the pelvic floor. You can do it 4 or 6 times and after stay on the back leg. And from here again a little bit moving side to side. Feel that your joints are not overstretched and you are very confident at your ankles. And after, slowly come back to the middle, come to downward facing dog. And after, come back to the ground and rest for a few breaths. When you are rested, slowly come up, come to standing position again, and we're following with Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, and you will need either a stripe or you will need a robe of your bathrobe if you don't have a stripe at home. In Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, I will do the asanas with the help of the rope. I will place the rope to the ball of the feet, but you can do it without stripe if you are an advanced practitioner. So now slowly place the rope to your the ball of the feet. Now raise the leg, knee close to the chest, no tension in the spine, in the shoulders. Legs are very strong and you keep your balance. If it's difficult to support yourself, then grab the rope to the right hand and with the left hand support yourself with the wall. We will keep this posture at least for half minute. As you're stretching the legs, try to stretch your knee and flex your toes. And find balance, find grounding before the full stretch. And after, you can bring slowly, rotate outside the hip joints and again do the asana to the side as well. You see that as you stretch, find balance, stretch, find balance. Always only stretch, only then stretch further when you are able to find balance at the same time. And after slowly come back, bring back the leg to the floor and let's change leg. Repeat it on the other side as well. Don't forget to find balance before stretching the leg, and see that there is no tension in the shoulders and in the spine. Just feel how strong your legs and your hip joints is. Doesn't matter if you lose balance, then just slowly come back into the position. And after, slowly come to the side, bring the leg to the side, and again do the asana on the side as well. Just try to find stability and silence in the position. And slowly come back to the middle and release the position. Now with an exhale, slowly bend forward to Uttanasana. Interlace the elbows, and after a few times just swing to the front and back, and to the right and to the left side. Feel as you grounding with your heel, the knee can be bended a little bit, sitting bones looking towards the sky. And after, slowly come to rhombus position. Join the heels, spread the knees wide apart as long as you can, hands in namaskar, and equally try to activate the frontal and the back side of your body. Try to stay in this position. Feel the power in your ankle and metatarso and feet. Feel that you are very confident in your body. And after, we going to Malasana, and in Malasana it's very important that you let your heels grounded. If the heels doesn't touch the ground, then place your heels on a blanket or bolster. Feel that there is power in the metatarso, the heels are grounding, and feel that the sitting bones are activated. Reach up with your hands and feel as your spine is very straight. Even you can bring your hands behind your back and push even, insert even more inside your spine in the body, arch your spine. And now we will do a one-leg version, Malasana. Close the leg, bring the legs together, support yourself with one hand, stretch one leg and grab the inner and outside edge of your feet with the legs. Find your balance between the front and the back side. A little bit lean forward. And you can do it on the other side as well. Don't worry if it's not happening for the first time. With practice, as your body will gain more symmetry, it will be easier and easier. Just practice and all is coming. And now, come with your hip parallel with the longer edge of the mat, one leg straight and the other leg is bended. And now, to feel the energy in the hip, don't support yourself with your hand, just raise the hands above. And after a few times dynamically, swing to one side and to the other side. Feel the power in the back of your legs and in your pelvic floor. If it's difficult for you this movement, then support yourself with your hands. It's very important that you don't do that movement if you have any knee injury. And after, come to the hip parallel with the shorter side of the mat. And now stretch further your psoas muscle in this position. And with an inhale, slowly brings the hands up. So you're stretching your whole spine, opening your chest to the sky, bringing your hands either to your sacrum or towards the ground, and if you want you can raise the leg, further narrowing the hip area. And after, just come to a mild Ekapada Rajapkapottasana or the pigeon pose. In the pigeon pose you can move a little bit side to side, find your balance, weight equally distributed both legs, and if you feel comfortable in the position, only then go further, otherwise remain always in the previous position. Then grab your ankle with one palm or maybe with both hands, and push your ankle against your palm. Feel as your shoulders stretching, feel the spine inside the body, and feel how is your pelvic floor rounding. Now, if you want an even more effective variation, then bring the strap to your ankles, flex your feet, and just as you see on the video, then bring your hands together, elbows looking towards the sky, and try to rotate inside the two upper arms, and work with the hand closer to the heels on the strap. Just give for a few breaths, just feel, just observe what's happening, how you can correct with this asana your hip area and your lower spine. Meanwhile, keeping strong the legs. And when you are ready, slowly come back to the middle. And with an exhale, slowly bend forward for a few breaths. Just relax. Find peace and calm in the position. When you are ready, slowly push yourself up. And let's repeat the movement to the other side as well. So bend one knee and stretch the other leg, and hands up, and just feel the power in the pelvic floor. Find balance in the position. All the joints are activated. And after a few times, maybe 3 rounds, move from one side to the other side. Meantime, you control all the joints. And come to the side of your mat, and with an inhale raise the hands up, open the psoas muscle, heel are grounding, and you can raise the back leg, and just feel why this asana is so important. And after, slowly come to pigeon position, and in pigeon position you can try with the feet flexed or pointed. Find balance between the leg in the front and in the back, and you can remain with your palm on your knees, or you can grab your ankle with one or with both palms. And if you want to go further, you can stay in the position, but if you want to go further, then you can bring a strap to your ankles, elbow looking to the sky, and rotate inside towards each other, the two upper arms. Just try to find balance, stability, strength in the position. Just breathe. With an exhale, slowly release the position and come to lying pigeon pose. Lengthen and rest for a few breaths. And when you are ready, then slowly come up, and we will start with mild back bends. Lie on the floor with your abdomen, and from here slowly grab your ankles. With both hands you can use a strap if you need. Raise first the knees, open the psoas muscle towards the sky, keep your joints very active, and come to the bow position. Feel as your shoulders are very active, and also if you want you can swing a little bit back and forth, and after, if you want, you can swing even further, and eventually you can come to your tights as you see in the photo. As you see here in the video, now you are in the tights and in the hip area, not on the abdomen, which if you practice regularly, then it gives a huge strength to the hip. And when you are ready, then slowly relax. We will repeat the bow position, one variation of the bow position now again, and now we will do it with a strap, which is even further effective for the joints, but you can do the previous variation as well, so decide which variation is suitable for you. If you want to come with me, then bring the strap around your ankle and slowly push yourself up to Dhanurasana, and now bring the two upper arms forward next to your ears, elbow looking towards the sky. Rotate towards each other the upper arms and the knees as well, and try to find balance and strength in the position. See that all your joints are activated. And when you are ready, then slowly come back down and just rest for a few breaths. We will rest in child pose. Direct back your sitting bones, lengthen the lower back and your abdomen. And if it feels good, then you can twist to one side and to the other side. It's always feel great twisting after back bends. And now we will continue with 4 pelvic floor exercise, which you can do every day or every second day if you have a weak pelvic floor due to pregnancy or stress or for other reason. And the first one is 20 times. Just bring your heels close to your buttock, as with an inhale, rise your hip, psoas muscle towards the sky, and exhale, come back down with 20 reps. See that as you coming up, you activated the 3 muscles on your pelvic floor. And with an exhale, back. And squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeeze and release. When you are ready for 3 breaths, you can remain up. And after, slowly come with one leg to Pavanamuktasana. And after, change leg and just feel the good stretch in the hip area. For the next exercise, you will need a blanket between the inner feet. Bring the blanket to the inner feet and 20 times further and close your knees. Further and close, further and close, further and close, like 20 times. This is not only efficient for the pelvic floor muscles, but also for the inner thighs. Usually, all we ladies need to work with our inner thighs to keep it strong. And here the calves are parallel with your mat. And after, when you are finished, then come to happy child pose. And in happy child pose, you can move to the right and to the left, massaging the back. Now next, again for the third exercise, bring the blanket to the inner heels, and after, now keep all the time the calf perpendicular to the ground, and bring your knee close to your shoulders. This is even more effective than the previous exercise. See the difference. There we closed and opened the knee. Here we bringing the knees close to the shoulder and back, and meanwhile really working the pelvic floor area. Why don't bend your knee? Keep the calf all the time perpendicular to the floor. Twenty reps. And now bring both knees close to the chest, release tension in the sacrum, and with closed leg a little bit make round circles to one side and to the other side. And for the last exercise, join your heel, come to Baddha Konasana, supine Baddha Konasana. Come to the outer edge of the feet and raise your hip, and with the hip raised 20 times, close and open the knee, close and open, but meantime the hip remain up all the time. Hip up and open and close the knees 20 times. These are very effective exercises for pelvic floor. As you can see, only takes a few minutes daily, and if you do it every second day, during in a few weeks you will see the benefits. And now a little bit release the sacrum area, the hip joints, make circles with the knees. And lastly, when you are ready, we will go to Sarvangasana, to shoulder stand for a few minutes. You can do shoulder stand at the wall as well, and if you have more time, then, and if you are able, then do before headstand. I'm always doing headstand and shoulder stand at the end of my practice because they are very beneficial for the hormonal system. In now, a few times you can flex and toes your ankles, or you can rotate them, and see that you are on your shoulders, not on the elbow or the neck. If you want, you can do variation in the asana, like bring one leg to the floor and keep the hip area level all the time. Both legs are straight and strong. And after, change side. See that you are remain in your body and you are confident in your body. And after the big stretch, you can come to eagle position with the legs. Cross your legs once or twice. And just feel that you have strong legs, so the weight doesn't fall into your upper trunk, into your trunk. You can change the legs, reverse in the eagle position with the legs. And after, slowly come back to the middle and come to halasana, plow pose. Stretch your legs, sitting bones towards the sky. And eventually to Karnapidasana. And slowly roll back down and come to Shavasana. In Shavasana, find your place, find your peace. In the next 5-10 minutes, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to go nowhere. You don't have to think. You just want to regenerate, rejuvenate, and refresh. Give your way to the Mother Earth and feel that there is a power which always keeps you. You don't have to be afraid, you are always protected as long as you are on the right path. See that there is no tension in your body. Relax the back, neck, the shoulders, the lower back, and just start to breathe. With each exhale, release everything which you don't need. Bad thought patterns, emotions, nerve tension. Just let go them and give space to the new. A few days ago, I heard a very wise phrase from a wise man that if we would do what we are able to, not only what we are willing to, then the world would be a better place. You may take a minute and you think that if there is anybody around you who needs help, and maybe it's easy for you to give a hand, and if you sometimes you think in these things and after acting loving act, then you will feel better and also make the world a better place. It also can be a great cure, this kind of behavior, if you have depression. You can contemplate on this for a few minutes, just release and let in peace your body, and let's see you in the next chapter.